official Walking Dead merch.
I doubt the. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that I doubt the Super Mario Jeffrey Dean Morgan, because there are tons.
But he's wearing
yeah,
it.
he's
though.
wearing it.
Yeah,
people can wear it because like people are giving him gifts. People make these things. You can go online and I can find tons of different.
But I feel like it's official though. That's
the
the
Nike
thing.
sign with the bat is not an AMC.
It could be I'm not sure if it's a Nike, but it could be a Nike sponsor as well. It's official.
No, it's somebody who made it. It's somebody who made it. It's a fan thing. But
I don't think it's a fan thing. I don't think we could look into it. I don't think. I don't think it is. You've seen it.
Well, I've seen the Nike one before.
Right.
That's someone who made it. They put it up on one of those T-shirt websites.
Oh, really?
It picked up. Now a lot of people are ordering it, but.
I was appalled by it, so I didn't look further into it. But like, if it was fan made,
AMC is not going to go after like the rights for Nintendo and the rights for Nike just to pull off a T-shirt, like,
or even that straight out of Easy Street instead of the straight out of Compton T-shirt, they put straight out of Easy Street, and I'm like, really, this is this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's super ridiculous.
I mean, they had stuff like that for the governor too, but it just wasn't as I remember eye patches and little gags here and there.
They look like props, though, at least. But
no, but like T-shirts.
Oh, T-shirts with eye patches on it, really?
Well, I don't remember. I just remember that there were items out and available.
Yeah, I suppose this is a little bit more prominent, I guess, with Jeffrey Dean Morgan involved, from what it seems.
It's also current, so we remember it better.
Probably.
But who had the internet 3 years ago, anyway?
Or like started caring about The Walking Dead so much to have it on the internet. Maybe that's the thing. I should just unfollow every single thing relevant to The Walking Dead on Facebook. That way, I could just
unfollow us.
Unfollow it. Just unfollow it.
If you want to do the Walking Dead service, stop listening to this right away.
But on Facebook, I mean like comicbook.com, Movie Pilot. Maybe it's just not follow, just not see what they have to say, and not that it influences my opinion, but just seeing these marketing stunts are just ridiculous. Yeah. Or seeing those articles that are written for The Walking Dead, you don't criticize it properly. No, like we do.
Exactly. So end story. Just stop listening. You and Puxatani, stop listening. You're not doing yourself any service here.
Oh boy.
Let me get into the first email
for feedback. All right,
just the first one, then we can jump around. I don't know if you have anything else to say, but I'm going to read something from Lauren. She loves how JDM. You know who that stands for?
Of course.
Okay, good. Lost his voice when he
remember
yelled.
From NSYNC, right?
Yes, exactly. Lost his voice when he yelled out to Rick. Did you find it weird that Negan didn't push anyone? Oh, that jumped in weird. I guess a topic change. So, when he yelled out to Rick, you remember that?
You mean like spoke when you're spoken to?
No, and his voice kind of cracked, and he was like, Rick, and his voice cracked. He was like...
What moment, though?
At the end of the last episode.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that moment. Yeah,
that was like a real, genuine moment. He was really sore yelling.
I didn't notice. That's good. That's pretty cool. I didn't pick up on that at all.
No.
Sorry, but good job, Lauren. I mean, hats off.
Good job for paying attention, unlike David.
Oh, yeah. You're one to talk, Mr. Note Taker, for like 2 episodes straight.
Wouldn't I be someone to talk? If I take notes?
I'm just saying, you're criticizing that I don't pay attention. You're taking notes, and then the second you miss out these little details sometimes.
I didn't miss out on this detail.
You noticed this too?
I think we talked about it.
Oh, about his voice cracking?
I have to claim it?
Yes, you do. You have to claim that you noticed something. Yeah.
All right, fine.
She claimed it first in my book.
Did you find it weird that Negan didn't punish anyone for Rosita trying to kill him? All he wanted to know was who made the bullet, because he saw the benefit in having a bullet maker in his crew. He only had an Alexandrian killed because she wouldn't tell him who it was. Thought it was a bit of a letdown after his reaction was so great. So yeah,
that's a story of the entire season of like Negan's character being a lackluster in terms of being a point of authority.
Yeah, he got real scared when he realized he almost could have died,
and that's what I enjoyed the most too.
But he didn't punish anyone for it.
Well, they killed Olivia.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They didn't kill Olivia for him being shot at. They killed Olivia for Rosita not saying who made the bullet, because he was like, who made this bullet? I want to know who made the bullet.
Well, he said that was a terribly misconstrued scene due to the fact that he was able to figure out that it was,
yeah, well,
homemade
all
already.
That aside, he didn't punish someone immediately. He punished somebody because they wouldn't give up the information.
Right. Well, they didn't even need that. He could have just punished somebody regardless because he was being shot at. He could have easily said everybody was in on this. That's the reason why they gathered around the pool table just to see it happen. So, yeah. I mean, they could have gone in that direction, but no, they decided to feel like, he's a really good detective, and he deducted the fact that, this bullet was homemade.
Yeah. See, that could be a cover. That could be right there. That could be a T-shirt. It's an old, an old comic book cover, Detective Comics, and
Exactly.
it's Jeffrey Dean Morgan holding up a little bullet,
Exactly. Yeah.
looking very, very suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really feel he should have killed more people, and
You
for
should have
that
gone on a
reason,
rampage. Yeah, you should have gone on a crazy rampage.
like it shouldn't have been so thought out because he was so freaked out that he got shot at. He should have acted, and I find it weird that none of his saviors straight up killed Rosita. Right
well,
away.
they
They neutralized her pretty quick, but
they did, but they just they always. I feel like they always want to make sure Negan always has the last word, even especially in a given situation, right? I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe imagine like I would have. You know what? I think we kind of laughed at the fact that Lucille took the bullet. And, no consequences practically. He just he caught the bullet with Lucille in the sweet spot. Whereas imagine if like a savior jumped in front or something. Would have been really believable. Could have showed something of like the savior's dedication to Negan or even being Negan.
yeah.
You know.
But if Rosita took the time that allowed someone to jump in front, then Rosita's doing something wrong.
Oh, that's true.
She just,
Well, they could have construed it that way. Someone could have been like not a rat because I think a rat, which is like his female assistant there.
a rat is just Tara backwards?
It's true, actually.
Because the girl in the comic was named Tara.
Oh, I see.
His like right-hand woman was named Tara, and they already
okay.
have a Tara, so there's like, well, let's reverse
This is all within Robert Kirkman's universe. Like, you know what? Let's cheat a bit. This is your universe. You constructed this, and you've allowed everything that happens on the show to happen. So
We can have two Taras.
I guess, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just yeah. If they could have easily showed that scene a little better. I mean, I like the way Spencer went down. I did like it. I did read that comic panel the way he went down in the comics,
Yeah.
which was a little bit more isolated, and I did like that a lot as well. But I guess it wouldn't have been as shocking. But I don't know, just them playing pool and everybody gathering around is just a little out of context.
Yeah.
A little,
A little bit.
but it had to happen, right?
Well, the scene had to happen. It could have happened in any number of ways.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. Even if like a lot of other choices, we could probably go over them with the feedback and everything. People are going to point it out for sure. But it's just the choices they made for things to go about. I'm not on board with.
No.
But yeah.
Tyler says, this is how you end a season. Sorry, half season. They're not fooling anybody with this half season nonsense. That's all he wrote. But I agree with it. I think I talked about that a little bit at the beginning. You don't do this anymore. Like, yeah.
Do you know what he's? That's all he says. But like, is there anything that comes to mind? Like, can you read it again? Actually, what does he say? Like, if anything comes to mind for me,
What are you talking about?
like, can you just read it again to see what comes to mind again? Because I didn't.
I just
thought
wanna know-
I was waiting for more.
I want to know what you mean when you say comes to mind.
Like, if he makes me think of anything that happened.
No, I'm just talking. He's just saying that when you split a season up like this, it's essentially just two seasons.
Oh, right.
It's a whole separate season. It's like, don't call it one season if you're going to head the show in a different direction and wait a couple months.
They've been doing, but AMC's been doing that since Breaking Bad, right?
They've been doing this since Breaking Bad. I feel like it all started with Lost. I feel like Lost
Okay.
was the first one to really do this because people were getting too confused.
Right. So it shouldn't be a critique on The Walking Dead. This is just a structure that we
No,
have to follow.
But
no?
Walking Dead is a big admirer of this format, and I think
Definitely.
they should let
Yeah.
it go.
Well, it's not new. So, you think you should stop it?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
guess.
I mean, South Park does. They used to do 22 episodes in a season. Then
Right.
they cut back, and then they did this thing where they split the one season into 3 sections. So you'd have new episodes for 2 months, wait 2 months, another set of new episodes.
Yeah, but you're comparing apples and oranges here. We're talking about like a set narrative that's supposed to be.
No, but I'm just giving you other examples. They
Right.
stopped that. Now they
Right.
just do 10 episodes straight. Then they go on break for a year. That's what Fargo does. That's what Game of Thrones does.
That's true.
They're all doing that now, putting more effort into those episodes and getting out a solid product instead of, doing a little bit. They're essentially having more season finales.
right.
And so they're always building up they're always just building up to something so they can have a big blowout and then get you pumped up for the next thing instead of actually just telling a story.
But you could do that if it's done properly. I mean,
Yeah.
That's why I agree with the comment in the way that like you want everything to be climatical at a certain milestone, especially a certain part of the year. But I mean, it's not done properly. Like we left, this could have easily left as the end of a season, and we could wait for next season to happen because I don't know, nothing's relevant anymore. Like the amount of ground they've covered for the entire season. It's felt long and just like I almost don't want. Not like I don't want to see more. Of course, I want to see more, but it has been unfulfilling.
Yeah.
So when you get to the end of this half season, what do we gain? We gain nothing.
Yeah.
Because the important episodes, and I'm not saying these are they're the good episodes, but the most important are the premiere, Service, and the last 2 episodes, which is Sing Me a Song and Heart Still Beating. These are the important episodes to the narrative. Everything else is just trash fire.
Trash fire. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a good horror movie, by the way, but yeah, I don't even think it has anything to do with what I'm talking about, but it's just trash. And I want to say it's on fire because it smells really badly when it's on fire.
It also smells bad on its own.
Exactly. And if you set it on fire,
how
it's
else do you
worse.
get rid of trash? You got to burn it.
Oh my god! Yeah, you're right.
Send it into space.
Well, yeah. It's just, anyways. So it's just this.
That-
I'm just saying is that like I don't know. We've gained nothing from this mid-season so far.
No.
We haven't gained we haven't gained much. There is something that we have gained, some redeemable qualities. I'm going to get to it eventually from things that I do like that I think I'm going to hope for next season. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
I think I just came up with a great idea for a spin-off of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That is not Fear the Walking Dead, but it's Walking Dead in space. And it's about an astronaut who's up in space when this all happens. And he's kind of alone up there.
He comes down to Earth and just a bunch of walkers attacking him when he comes back, or is
Well-
he still in space?
Well, I think would he also be infected if everybody on Earth is infected?
If
Would the astronauts also be infected?
if they went up as the virus was
Who
going
knows?
around, maybe.
Probably be more interesting that way.
We're to start with a monkey,
No.
with a monkey going into space and everything. No, you don't think so?
No, it's 28 days later, except for the whole space thing.
Oh, what?
But zombies on the moon.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Zombies on the moon, zombies on Mars, zombies in the shuttle.
Those are all great titles,
Yeah, I know.
except for Zombie on the Shuttle.
You got that 80s cover art book. We could easily make so many. We
go.
could have inspired some VHS covers right there. Easily.
Yes. It'd be interesting. Zombies in space. That's the title right there. That's
It has nothing to do with The Walking Dead anymore, though. We're inspiring the spin-offs.
You
that have
even
nothing to do
call
with
them
Walking Dead.
zombies.
We can call them zombies. We can call them walkers.
Yeah.
We call them walkers if they're relevant to The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to say before I do any more feedback?
No, let's do
I
some more
wanna
feedback.
space it out,
Of course, I have plenty to say, but we get to feedback.
When do you want to talk about the little trailer they showed at the end of the...
I've gained nothing from that trailer.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about the trailer a little later on then.
Yeah.
Ashley says, I don't know where Father Gabriel gets off taking the moral high ground with Spencer. Didn't he essentially murder his entire congregation? And try to get Rick and everyone kicked out of Alexandria?
That's true. That did happen.
Yeah. He hasn't even come close to redeeming himself, but we're all just supposed to forget about his past because he babysits Judith now? I never liked Spencer, but he never seemed as bad as Father Gabriel to me.
Yeah, I mean that's very fair. It's extremely fair, but I feel like everybody has a very dark past, and that
But
they get
Spencer,
behind.
Spencer doesn't have a dark past.
Well, not every, no. I mean like of important people. I'm talking about like we're saying like like the A-list right now. Spencer's gone now, so he's no longer relevant.
Some people don't have a dark past. Glenn doesn't have a dark past.
You don't know that.
He's a pizza delivery boy.
You don't know. You don't know if he was really delivering pizza. What if he's delivering body limbs? What if he was delivering? What if he was in quotations, a pizza delivery guy for the mob? You don't know
Start
that.
speculating. I mean, what was Rick's? No, never mind.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm
All
kidding.
right.
No, definitely no. I'm just trying to say there have been characters that have like. What about Carol? Carol literally killed Tyrese's girlfriend at the time when they were staying in the prison. As much as they were good intentions, or arguably not good intentions, it's debatable. It's a gray area here. Did they forget about that? Tyrese forgot about it himself.
It was good intentions.
It was
because they
good
were
inten-
sick. They
That's
had to be
you.
killed.
That is to you.
But
they could have stayed in the cell and we could have waited to see what happened to them.
At worst case, it's debatable. The thing that Father
Exactly.
Gabriel did was not debatable.
Well, that he basically just didn't let the congregation into his building. That's
He was because
the congregation could have still went to another place and not get overrun.
Well,
I mean,
it was in the middle of the woods. We saw this build. We saw
Right,
this
right,
church
exactly,
in the middle of
yeah.
the woods for some reason. Father
he
Gabriel was just
decided
afraid.
Yeah, exactly. He was just afraid. So of course he has something to be guilty of it, and he's super guilty, and he does not merit it. But from what he talks about, there could be more context to even what happened. If they would ever show it, it would be rewarding to see what happened. But I think it's not relevant anymore.
They showed enough. I mean, they showed.
They never showed
it, but
the
they saw
events.
you saw the claw mark, the hand,
Yeah.
the fingernail marks on the side of the church, and
Right.
He
I mean,
talked about it. He basically,
if I
saw
would
it.
have to put, just for fun, we'll look at let's say Father Gabriel's point of view at the time. he hears there's a breakout. There's walkers everywhere attacking, killing people. There's a lot of gore. Maybe he didn't see much of it, but he hears all the speculation. And when he hears people trying to get in, what does he know if they're infected? What if